the biggest struggle that I had coming into EL was trying to find relevant literacy. Um, Trying to find relevant text that is not elementary for high school students was the biggest task that I had to tackle. And I remember struggling really bad to find specifically nonfiction text that was still allowing them to feel like a young adult or a teenager, things that they see on their social media apps and everything. And my biggest goal as a teacher was to provide authentic education. They're already really nervous to be here. They're already on edge a bit about their language skills. So if I could provide them a little piece of history or some new knowledge about things going on in our everyday lives to show them that we can use this platform to learn more about those things, especially for my level one and twos. Sometimes I find it hard to share those nonfiction news. Um, like you see big world events happening, and they know a lot about world events just coming from their native countries. They come in with news all the time about like politicians and governments and big events happening like war, and they're always informed and they like to be informed about those things. So um the best part about Listenwise is it's really easy to for me to find those nonfiction texts. um the way I kind of look it up is through Lexile levels. We have Lexiles that were determined by the district, that kind of give us some insight as to like the idealistic range of levels of reading that we have with our students. Another thing that I really, really like, especially even in writing and speaking, in order to be a good writer, you have to be a good reader. In order to be a good speaker, you have to be a good listener. They're never apart from each other. And I try to remind them that even though I might be teaching you just reading and listening or writing and speaking, all these skills intersect together. And my biggest goal is to make them functional people outside of the school. So when I look into finding articles, I want to make sure I'm finding something that challenges them, but makes them feel pretty comfortable in their own skills and abilities that they can do all of these things. So, kind of being able to engage them and use these different stories ends up kind of working in our favor where they are learning active listening skills, even if they're in a writing speaking class. They're learning reading comprehension at the same exact time as active listening, which is really huge for even when I'm talking to them or somebody else is talking to them, they're at work, whatever it might be. And then with our short quizzes, I mean, it's really nice to just get a little insight of like how much can you understand from tons like 25 seconds of a podcast, or can you understand a full 2 minutes? Like what can you understand? So it kind of gives me as a teacher a little bit of like a data point that I can refer back to when I'm looking at the results of these comprehension quizzes. And let me tell you, the kids levels one and two, man, so they love these articles. Like they love listening to it. So making it fun for them is really important to me.